Right now, we are doing factoring an equation using the sum and difference of cubes. If you have a specific equation that has a cube at the front and a cube at the back, and either a plus sign or a negative sign, you can factor it using one of these two equations. If you have a plus sign, you're going to use the first equation. If you have a negative sign, you're going to use these two equations. This equation. Now, the only real difference in the equation is where the negative sign is. If you notice, they're both a squared, ab, and b squared. The only difference is, on the negative one, a cubed minus b cubed, the negative sign is in the beginning, and on the positive one, the negative sign is the second sign. It's the only real difference. Now, let's use one of these. We're going to this equation here, x cubed minus 8. Now I've got your basic equations up there in the corner just for reference. So I have to figure out what our a is and what our b is. So, in this one, a is our first term. The square root of x cubed is just going to be x. Our b is a cubed root of 8, which is going to be 2. Ignore the sign in front. The sign will be worked in through your formula. So all you need to know is what is the cubed root of that number. So let's start putting it into our equation. Since I have a negative, I'm working with a cubed minus b cubed equals a minus b times a squared minus ab plus, this one should be a plus right here. This one should be b squared. Let's start substituting in the parts that we know. Since I know for a, anywhere where I have an a, I'm going to put in an x. Anywhere where I have a b, I'm going to put in a 2. Now I see I have a minus there, so it's going to be a minus 2. A squared is going to be x squared plus a is x, b is 2. I'll write it out as 2b next turn around. And then b squared is going to be 2 squared. Don't forget the square of this number. Let's simplify that a little bit. X minus 2. X squared can't be simplified at all, so it's going to be x squared plus 2x. So just change the order to make more sense to us. And then 2 squared is plus 4. And that right there is our answer. We factored it out using just that equation. Now, if you had an x cubed plus 8, all you would be doing is changing around some of the positives and the negatives, and it should work the same.